of y'all have lost the plot, and it shows. When Harriet Tubman said she could have saved so many more if they only knew they were enslaved, this has got to be what she was talking about. We are not canceling Christmas because we can't afford to take care of the children that we created. We are canceling Christmas so the powers at be can learn very quickly that we cannot be played with. You understand that when you go out Black Friday shopping, Christmas shopping, you are putting your hard-earned dollars, really your underpaid hard-earned dollars, into the pockets of Fortune 500 companies that are worth billions and trillions of dollars. Then they take that money and they fund the campaigns of all of the politicians that have been playing in our faces for the year 2025. Healthcare, income, taxes, your SNAP benefits, whatever it is that does affect you, the politicians that are sitting in positions of power right now have been bought. And they have been bought by the companies that you are about to go spend money with. So if we take away our dollar, they will feel it and understand, wait a minute, we can't keep doing these people like that. They're going to call the politicians that they put in power and say, hey, stop with the shit. We're losing money. And either the politicians are going to make some stuff happen, or they're going to lose the funding from these Fortune 500 companies that are becoming wealthy from our hard-earned, underpaid dollars. That's why we're canceling Christmas.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Beauty. If today is the first time coming across my channel, you are welcome. And to the people who has been supporting this channel by subscribing and sharing my videos, I do appreciate all of you. So today we are talking about a new trend online where some Black Americans are saying they are canceling Christmas. But this is not about hating holiday or wanting people to stop celebrating. It's about money, culture, and pressure Black families feel every year. And Black Americans are not only canceling Christmas, they also cancelled Black Friday. Anyway, let's watch people's reactions and we will come back to discuss more about this. Subscribe to this channel for more quality content like this. Comment your thoughts in the comment section and we'll be right back.
It does not make you a good parent because you spend a whole bunch of money on Christmas. Now, I know I'm going to hurt some feelings with this one, but oh well. It does not make you a good parent because you spend a whole bunch of money on Christmas. Just because your Christmas tree is piled ceiling high with gifts for your kids does not make you a good parent. Especially when your child's behavior and academics and attitude do not match the amount of effort you got up under that tree. I just watched a video of a mom whose 5-year-old daughter has been acting a butt at school. So much so that the teacher had to send a very lengthy email at 5:30 in the morning to these parents. The mom and dad decided, ain't no Christmas for the 5-year-old. We've been talking to you. We have used all the positive reinforcements. We have had all the conversations we're going to have. Here's your consequence. The comment section of that woman's video is mind-blowing. You're going to traumatize that baby. You shouldn't punish her for just one incident. Y'all clearly don't understand that when you reward your children, whether it's Christmas, birthday, it doesn't matter. When you reward them and their behavior has been horrible, you are reinforcing that what they're doing is good. I still got everything I asked for. My 17-year-old son has been putting me through this year, baby. Ask me, does he have anything up under that tree? Not a stitch of nothing. Because you have cost me so much. Because of your behavior, you gets nothing. You gets nothing. And I don't feel bad at all. He ain't even asked. Better not even look my way. Okay? My 7-year-old son, who has been really good, is going to get some stuff. But I'm too real with my kids. I am paying a mortgage that it normally takes 2 people to pay. You got clothes, food, and you get throughout the year. I don't feel obligated to do no mega Christmas. I'm a mega mama all year. Big mama, do you hear me? I am not obligated, nor do I feel bad. Y'all are going to get some nice stuff. I'm going to cook breakfast. My family's going to come over, and we're going to spend time together. We're going to celebrate the birth of Jesus. That's what Christmas is about. But a lot of y'all are forgetting that Christmas has a meaning. It's not just about you posting videos of your children opening up all the Christmas gifts that they got stacked a mile high. That doesn't make you a good parent. Your child been acting up at school all year. Correcting that makes you a good parent. Your child is struggling to read and is struggling in math. Making sure your child academically has what they need makes you a good parent. Providing for your baby every day makes you a good parent. Flexing the new J's and the PS5s that they got for Christmas does not make you a good parent. At all. I said what I said.
This comment asks, why are we boycotting Christmas? Obviously, we're not telling everyone to not spend time with your loved ones, but let's talk about Christmas and the holiday season. Every year, the holidays are framed as a season of giving, when we're really being pressured to spend. Spend money we don't have on gifts that we don't need to enrich corporations that don't care if we live or die. While they distract us with sales and Christmas lights, millions of Americans saw their SNAP benefits delayed or threatened during the shutdown. And even though the government recently passed a bill to reopen, states are still scrambling to restore full payments after the program lapsed for the first time in its 60-year history. Congress is pushing legislation to make healthcare even more expensive, while corporations continue to lay off workers and pay poverty wages. Meanwhile, our tax dollars are still funding genocide. Billions of dollars being sent to Israel, the UAE, and other governments committing atrocities in Palestine, Congo, and Sudan. The same government that claims it can't afford healthcare, housing, or food for its own people somehow always has unlimited money for war and occupation. All of this suffering is happening, and we are being told to get into the holiday spirit and consume, consume, consume. For Christians, Christmas is about the birth of Jesus, who was a Palestinian revolutionary murdered by state and religious violence. Exactly the kind of violence that Palestinians have been facing for over 7 decades. So boycotting Christmas is not about rejecting joy or family. If we really want to get into the holiday spirits, that should mean standing with the people who are suffering the most, instead of feeding into the very systems that are killing them. So this year and every year, let's give intentionally. Make gifts by hand, support small locally owned businesses. Support Black, Brown, Indigenous owned businesses. Donate to your local food banks and shelters. Donate to mutual aid. Support families in Palestine, Congo, and Sudan. Put your money and your energy where your values are.
I'm almost lost for words here. You've got to tell me what you think, because it appears that we may be losing the Christmas tree as we know it because it's becoming offensive to certain people. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but we are continually told that we live in a multicultural country. But being offended by the Christmas tree doesn't really sound very accepting of other cultures and traditions. Would I be wrong in thinking that if the Christmas tree is offending people, then perhaps they're living in the wrong country? Tesco are now unbelievably selling an artificial evergreen tree. Not a Christmas tree, it's now called an evergreen tree. Where exactly is this going next? Perhaps the English language will become offensive, because it appears that the Union Jack and the St George's Cross are already offending people in the UK nowadays. Will even talking about the subjects become offensive and eventually banned? I'd like to know what you think, because to me it feels like being British itself is becoming a bit controversial. What do you think?
You stop spending money with these companies. That's what y'all on, right? For this cancel Christmas, cancel Thanksgiving type situation. All right, you stop spending money with these companies. Do you understand how the economy works? You do realize in order for the economy to thrive, that means money has to be put back into it, right? So you stop spending money with these companies. You starve these companies of money. Not only do you think you hurting the company, what do you think happens when you hurt the company? They lay off. they lay off, right? Because if they're not generating enough money to justify paying the employees and make it make sense, then guess what? You got to go. That means the employees got to go. We got to cut employees. All right? When money start getting funny, employees got to go. The big dogs ain't gonna miss out on no money. No, they never do, right? But it's gonna be the people like you, right? The same ones who behind, starving the economy. You're gonna be the one to get laid off. And then you know what else gonna happen after that? Then you're not gonna be able to pay your bills. And nobody's gonna come to save you once you can't pay your bills. You see these people right now going through these situations where they just a couple, maybe a month or two late on the rent and they already getting evicted. All right, and they wondering why the landlord's not stepping in and helping. Some landlords may, most ain't. Most don't have the cushion to come in and try to help you in hard times, right? These landlords barely making it themselves. They counting on you to pay your rent in order for them to pay the mortgages. In order for them, like, I don't know what y'all, I don't know. Like I said all the time, George Bush really did a disservice by letting y'all move along. Because y'all clearly behind. Because if you don't know by now how this works with the economy, you looking at it, you think you in a recession, starve the economy and see what type of real recession you gonna end up in, all right? And I mean, really, most of y'all ain't gonna do what y'all say. Y'all just get on here and be running y'all mouth anyway. I don't believe half of the stuff that y'all, these causes that y'all pretend to be behind, right? It just sounds good, but I don't believe half of the stuff that y'all be talking about. That's why I don't go along with it. I said it in another video. Christmas ain't getting canceled over here, baby. I'm gonna still spend money. All right? I'm gonna still continue to help the economy thrive. I'm gonna continue to help people keep their jobs.
Is anyone even excited for Christmas anymore? Let's just be honest, we're all already drowning in debt and nobody can afford anything. I know Christmas is all about the giving spirit and being happy and stuff like that, but nobody can even afford their own life, let alone shoes on their feet. So many Americans are in debt already from Christmas, from the past couple years. With this inflation, it's just even worse. I mean, and I can't blame people. I personally don't celebrate Christmas. However, I know a lot of people that do, and they are not excited this year. Every single person that I've asked, hey, are you ready for Christmas? They're like, it just came too fast. I'm too tired. I don't have the money. So I'm like, is it even worth it anymore? Is Christmas canceled this year?
General reminder that boycotting Christmas is not a left-right issue. This is a 1% versus the rest of us issue. Okay? Keep your eye on the ball. Buy local. Happy holidays.
And while we're on task, go ahead and cancel Christmas. Go on and start that family chat and let them know that you're not exchanging gifts this year. Hopefully everybody in your family is on board. And I know you're thinking about the kids. Well, Facebook Marketplace. If you're going to buy something from somebody, buy something small and local. You know, support a small retailer. But it's going to be Red Friday for these folks this year. Someone called it that in my chat. It says it's not going to be Black Friday this year. It need to be Red Friday. And I agree 100%, hashtag Red Friday. But it's a good opportunity to teach your kids that freedom ain't free. And it's a conversation that need to be had because, you know, somebody going to have to sacrifice and we going to have to fight for this shit. So here we are. And those retailers, they're going to know. I know they're sitting on inventory from last winter. And guess what? They're going to have that same inventory next winter. It's like, seriously, let's do this. There were Christmases I had as a kid where my mom didn't have any money. She made a sweet potato pies, and that was fine. You know, they were good. We were just as happy. We were like who's in Whoville. And I think that's how it needs to be. You know, if you want to do something, switch it up a little bit. Do some community service. Spend some time, you know, serving in a soup kitchen as a family. Donate some money to like a homeless shelter. Help somebody else this year. Do something that really counts if you're going to do something. But if you buy some, please buy something small and local. Don't give these retailers nothing. We're not spending money. October, November, December, they make a whole lot of money off of us. And here's the time to teach them. We're not spending no money. Red Friday, cancel Christmas.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this trend is not about canceling Christmas for everyone. It's about economic empowerment. It's about Black Americans reclaiming the holiday in a way that protects their mental health and their wallets. It is a powerful move against the pressure of capitalism and the unfair system that affects Black communities the hardest. Black Americans say they are done spending their money where they are not respected. And Black Americans did not only cancel Christmas, they also canceled Black Fridays and other holidays. Anyway, what is your thoughts on this? Comment in the comment section, subscribe to this channel for more quality content like this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.